Simon.
Hello, Ellen.
What's up with the dress?
Well, you said you wanted to talk to me. I thought I'd better dress the way I like to dress. And I like dressing like this because it makes people smile. The same way you're smiling right now.
I'm smiling.
And when people smile, it makes me happy. And I like being happy. Because my philosophy is, if it feels good, you should do it as often as possible.
Oh, yes. Yes, Simon. I feel good.
Excellent. So,
Simon, state your name.
So my name is Simon Dominguez. I've been a member of the club about 14 years now, I think. Okay. I almost joined the Dolphin Club when I first came here, but luckily I saw the light and I joined the South End. I started the club as a swimmer, and I did a lot of swims here. I now am a runner. I'm trying to become a runner. I've done some rowing at the club here. I really enjoy that. And I haven't started handball yet, but that's definitely on the cards. I'm looking forward to doing handball as well. This is an amazing club, and I just feel so lucky that I found this place. I've spent, in the 14 years I've been a member of the club, I've served on the board. I was the swim commissioner a couple of years ago, which was a huge honour. I followed Reptile into that position. After that, I became president of the club. Was president 2 times, for 4 years, and that was an amazing experience. I got to steer the club through COVID, through a whole lot of diversity issues, and really got to know a lot of people. I feel very lucky having been in that position and meeting so many people in this fantastic place.
Thank you, Simon, for getting this through the COVID.
Yeah, it was challenging. It was challenging, trying to keep the community together. But what I found is that this club is way more than just a building. We gathered on the bleachers down there. We still had our beer on Friday mornings. We still snivelled in the water there. We still had a great time without the use of a building. So I felt pretty bad for the handballers when we started opening up because they weren't able to come into the club. But we got back here, and it was just really nice to come home back into the club again. When I started, as I said, I was a swimmer, and I came down to the club very early in my piece, and was did a club swim and was sitting there having breakfast one morning, and I met another member, Rainey Pierce, and Rainey, our fantastic lady. Yes. And I looked down and I saw that she had a tattoo on her ankle. And I said to Rainey, "What's that tattoo on your ankle?" And she said, "It's from when I swam the English Channel." And I said, "Wow, I worship people who swim the English Channel. That is the Mount Everest of swimming. I'd love to swim the English Channel one day, but I'm just not a good enough swimmer." And Rainey said to me, "You're a better swimmer than I am." And I went, "I don't know if I'm better." She goes, "Well, you're faster." And I went, "Yeah, I suppose I am faster." And she said, "I think you can do the English Channel too." And I hadn't really thought about that before. And then it wasn't long after that, one of the club members sent an email around saying, "I have an English Channel spot. Does anyone want it?" And I took it. And I went, "Wow, I'm going to swim the English Channel." And was so excited. But then what happened, in true South End style, the member said, "Actually, my friend wants it. You can't have it anymore." But I got myself all ready to do this. So I went out and I found another pilot to take me, and I gave myself 2 years to prepare for that swim. So at the end of the first year, I decided to swim the length of Lake Tahoe. That was a tough swim at altitude. And I got that swim done, and that was a great training for preparing for the channel. And the next year, I got the channel done. And a lot of it came down to a chance encounter with a fantastic person in this club who gave me the confidence to know I could do something, which I didn't think I could do. And I tried it and I did it. If I wasn't successful, I still would have been happy. It was just a fantastic experience.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Simon, you ever served on the board or volunteer?
Yeah, spent a number of years on the board here. And, the reason I mentioned my swimming is that, when I was doing this swimming, I didn't do a lot of volunteering at the club. I used the club really as a training place. I felt bad about it, but I was training all the time and I really wasn't able to give back. So once my swimming finished, I came back and, tried to volunteer as much as possible. That's why, I served the position as swim commissioner. That's why I served the position as president. Really just a way to give back to this fantastic place. And I think if I volunteered on the board for the rest of my life, I still wouldn't give back half of what I've got from this place.
Simon, anything you want to add to the volunteerism at the club?
Yes, I do. One point I want to make is that we are a club of about 1,600 members. We have one part-time paid employee. So this club runs like clockwork, and the only reason that it runs that way is because of volunteering. So I'd like all the new members of this club to reach out and see what they can do to help, whether it's walking down the hall and seeing some rubbish on the ground and cleaning it up, or whether it's finding some stuff and tidying it up, whatever. the only way this club works is through volunteerism, and I implore you all to be involved, because the more you put into this place, the more you get out of it.
Simon, any interesting story you have?
Yeah, so after I finished the English Channel swim, I thought, I think I've got another big swim in me. So I thought, I'm going to try and do something that's never been done before. I'm going to try and be the first person in the world to swim from the Golden Gate Bridge to the Farallon Islands. So I almost made it. I got 25 of the 28 miles done, but then I had a little encounter that stopped me. I ran into a great white shark.
A great white shark?
Yeah, it was a shame because I was so close. And what I didn't realise that, I was from chafing, I was bleeding into the water, and that attracted the shark. You don't want to be bleeding in the water, out the Farallons, which is the biggest great white shark breeding ground in the world. So I was a little bit unlucky, but I was pretty happy that, that I wasn't eaten, which could have happened quite easily.
Wow. Simon, any recommendation you have for people who are interested to do the Farallon Islands?
Yeah, I'd probably tell them, don't do it. No, I'm joking. I hope people do it. Actually, I hope really much that it's a South Ender who's the first person to do this swim. We have some amazing swimmers at this club. Some have tried as well as me, and unfortunately haven't been successful. But I really hope a South Ender does this swim, and if they do, please tell me, because I'd love to crew for you.
Simon, who inspired you at the club?
Well, it's funny you asked that question, Al, because when I first got asked that, I thought, who are the best swimmers? Who are the best runners? Who are the national handball champions here? King of the Charles Rowers, and they inspire me. But really, the people that inspire me the most are the people who are not the fastest. Actually, in some ways, some of the people that inspire me the most are the slowest, or those that are not so good at their sport. And I'll give an example, and she'll probably be a little bit embarrassed, is Susan Petro.
Yes.
Susan is a slow swimmer. Susan is not young. She's not old, but she's not young anymore. And I've just seen Susan over the last couple of years really work hard on her swimming, really refine her style and work hard at becoming a better swimmer. And she inspires me tremendously as someone that, has the excuse to say, well, I'm old, I don't need to do this anymore. She doesn't have that attitude. Her attitude is, I want to get better and I want to do amazing things. And people like that inspire me.
And she can last in the water.
She's an amazing woman.
What's next for you?
What's next for me? Well, it's funny you should say that. I'm training for a big run, and I'm not going to say how far I'm going to go, but at the end of next month, the South End Rowing Club, we have our 150-kilometre trail run up on Mount Tam. I don't know if I'm going to make 150 kilometres, but I'm going to give it a go. Got a 20k training run tomorrow, and I've moved from endurance swimming to endurance running. I'm still not a runner. I'm going to give it a go and see what I can do. Give it a crack.
Simon, you can do it.
Thank you, Alan.
Woohoo! Simon, is South End a good club?
No, Alan. South End is the greatest club on earth, and it's a club that I'm very proud to be a member of.
Is there something going on this year?
This is a very special club. This is a very special year at the club. Happy 150th celebration, South End. I'm looking forward to the next 150 as well.
Thank you, Simon.
Thank you, Alan.